Hola a todos, hola a todas, bienvenidos y bienvenidas a la lección 12. I'm talking about future trips, viajes futuros. So, el viaje, we have already seen this word. Viajar means to travel. El viaje is the travel itself, the noun, which is in English also called a trip. Futuro is the future, of course, because it is viajes, so masculine plural, the adjective futuro has to be masculine plural as well, so it becomes futuros. Remember, as always, I tell you, noun and then adjective. In English is adjective and then noun. And remember that adjectives have always have to be in the same gender and number of the name of the noun it is referring to. As I've said, el viaje, los viajes, masculine plural, and so the adjective has to be masculine plural as well. Okay, so let's start with this question. ¿Irás a algún lado estos días? ¿Irás a algún lado estos días? So let's see. Irás, verbo ir, to go. Future, second person singular, tú, irás tú, so will you go, a algún lado, literally to some place, so somewhere, a algún lado, to some place, estos días, these days, so irás a algún lado estos días, will you go to some place, so somewhere, estos días, these days. En 2 meses iré a Japón. En 2 meses iré a Japón. This is not a question. I'm affirming that in 2 months, en 2 meses, in 2 months, iré, I, first person singular, verbo ir, so iré in the future. I will go a Japón, to Japan. Japón is Japan. A Japón. I will go to Japan. En 2 meses. Viajaré lo más posible. Viajaré lo más posible. Again, we have the verb viajar, to travel. So in this case, it's first person singular. I will travel. Yo viajaré in the future. Lo más posible. In English, we say as much as possible. Posible, possible. Lo más. So as it is, the more I can travel, the better, basically. So viajaré lo más posible. O viajaré lo menos posible. I will travel as little as possible. So, lo más, as much as. Lo menos, as little as. Okay? Viajaré lo más posible. Very good. Then we have iré a un país cálido o frío. Iré a un país cálido o frío. This means I will go to, we have already seen, verbo ir, to go to, first person singular, iré, a un país, to a country, el país is the country, and then we have cálido, which is warm, frío, which is cold. So, do you remember when we talked about the weather, we said calor, hace calor means it is hot, hace frío, it is cold. To say, we cannot say that a country is hot, we say that a country is warm, and so the correct term for that in Spanish is cálido. Caliente, does that ring a bell? So, caliente means, yes, also it is a synonym for hot, and cálido is warm. So, iré a un país cálido o iré a un país frío. I will go to a warm or to a cold country. Estaré fuera el fin de semana. Estaré fuera el fin de semana. if we are planning a trip for the weekend, we say that we are going to be away for the weekend. So, estaré, yo, first person singular. I will be. Fuera literally means outside. El fin de semana, the weekend. So this means I will be away for the weekend. Estar fuera. Remember this verbo estar because it is location, and so we always use the verbo estar. So estar, ¿a dónde? Where? Fuera, away. Remember, fuera also means literally outside. So if I say estoy fuera, that does not mean I am away necessarily. That could be I am just outside the house in the garden doing some gardening. Okay? Haciendo jardinería. We saw that in the hobbies lesson. Okay, so estaré fuera el fin de semana. Estar fuera. Me tomaré algunos días libres. Me tomaré algunos días libres. So, tomarse means to take. So, well, actually, tomar means to take. If I say tomarse, so in this case, me tomaré, that means I will take myself. So, I will take for myself. Algunos días means some days. Remember, los días masculine plural, so algunos días masculine plural, algunos as well. And then libres, masculine plural again, which means free. It is an adjective that means free. So literally, I will take for myself some days free. In English, we say some days off. So today, to say days off, we say días libres. El día libre. Los días libres. Okay? So me tomaré. If I say te tomarás algunos días libres, that means you will take some days off for yourself, of course. So, yo tomo is I take, I pick. Me tomo is specifically, it is stressing the fact that you're doing it for yourself. Then we have the famous iré al mar o iré a la playa. Iré al mar, iré a la playa. I will go to the seaside. So, el mar is the sea. So, to say iré al mar means literally I will go to the sea. Of course, we mean the seaside in English. Iré a la playa means I will go to the beach. So, iré al mar, iré a la playa, they all mean pretty much the same thing. I will spend my holidays at the beach, at the seaside, etc. Iré a la montaña. This is the opposite. I will go to the mountains. La montaña. Pay attention, in Spanish we use the singular. La montaña. Iré a la montaña. I will go to the mountains. Reservaré un vuelo. Reservaré un vuelo. Reservar means to book. Reservar, regular, in the future tense because it becomes reservaré. As you can see, you maintain the reservar, the verb, in the infinite form, and then you add the suffix you need. In this case, yo reservaré. Un vuelo, a flight. Volar means to fly. Un vuelo is a flight. Very good. So remember this verb reservar. In this case, reservar un vuelo. Tomaré el pasaje. Tomaré el pasaje. The verb tomar comes back again. In this case, it is not in the reflective form. It is tomaré. I will take. El pasaje is the ticket. El pasaje. The ticket. There is also another word to say the ticket, which is el billete. But if we are referring specifically to traveling, even more so if to other countries, etc., the ticket is el pasaje. Llamaré para reservar una habitación. Llamaré para reservar una habitación. So, llamare is the verb llamar, which means to call. It is regular, as you can see, llamaré. Para reservar, we have already seen the verb reservar, which means to book. So, I will call to book. Para, for something. I will call for something. So, I will call to book. Una habitación, a room. Habitación is the room, hotel room, or even your room at home. Llamaré para reservar una habitación. Mandaré un correo electrónico para confirmar. Mandaré un correo electrónico para confirmar. So the Spanish have a specific word for electronic email, which is correo electrónico. Electrónico, mail, correo. So correo electrónico. Because we put always the adjective after the noun. Well, almost always. So this is the word in Spanish for email. Correo electrónico. Mandar is the verb for send, to send. Mandar is to send. It is regular. Mandaré, I will send. Un correo electrónico, an email, para confirmar. To confirm. Okay? Confirmar, to confirm. I will send an email to confirm. Mandaré un correo electrónico para confirmar. Esperaré noticias. Esperaré noticias. Esperar means to wait or also to hope. In this case, it is to wait. It is regular. I will wait. Noticias, news. So I will wait news. I will wait for news. Esperaré noticias. And finally, a new verb we are studying today, which is ahorraré para viajar. Ahorraré. This is the verb ahorrar. Don't get scared. It is perhaps a bit strange, but don't worry. This H is silent, so don't pay attention to it. Then the WR. Ahorraré. Ahorraré. Verb ahorrar. So, regular, as you can see. First person singular, ahorraré. Ahorrar means to save. To save specifically money. To save money means ahorrar. So if I say ahorraré para viajar, this means I will save money to travel. Okay? Perfect. Now let's do this exercise. I'm asking you, ¿irás a algún lado en el futuro? This means, will you go somewhere? Remember, algún lado, to some place, so somewhere. En el futuro, in the future. Well, and a possible answer could be, en unos meses iré a Argentina para visitar a los parientes. También querré viajar a otros países lejanos como China. So this means, en unos meses, in a few months. Remember, unos meses, a few months. Unas semanas, a few weeks, etc. Iré a Argentina. I will go to Argentina para visitar, to visit, a los parientes, the relatives. Para visitar a. Remember this a here. Visitar a los parientes, to visit the relatives. También querré viajar. También means also. Querré, verbo querer, which means I would to like. To want, actually. To want. Viajar. So, I will also want to travel. I will also want to travel a otros países, to other countries. Lejano means far away. In this case, los países, masculine plural, so lejanos lejano has to be masculine plural as well, so it becomes lejanos. Como China, like China. Okay, so remember querer is irregular, it becomes querré, querrás, querrá, querremos, querráis, querrán. I will also want to travel to other countries far away, to other faraway countries like China. Okay, perfect. Let's review quickly some of the new things we learned today. We talked about los viajes, los días libres, which are the days off. La montaña, the mountain. Literally in Spanish we use the singular, in English it's much more common to use the plural. So la confirmación, which is the confirmation. La noticia, which is the news. La noticia, las noticias. And then finally ahorrar, which means to save, specifically money. Okay, very good. Congratulations, felicidades.